All right, my friends, we are moving on to 11.3, which is kilograms and grams. So we are moving past measuring length and distance with using our centimeters, meters, and kilometers. And we are now into measuring mass or the weight of something. So we are going to learn how to read a scale for kilograms and grams today. And if you look over at our vocabulary, the abbreviations for kilograms and grams. So kilograms is kg and gram is just g. I mentioned on the previous slide, kilograms and grams are both units to find mass or to find weight. So if we look at this scale, they're measuring grapes right here. Okay, and then we have our scale down below, and what they did was they zoomed into this one area to show us part of the scale. So this is our starting point, kind of if you want to think about a clock, it's similar to that. So it starts here and goes clockwise, so it goes around, and if it comes back to here, it means it is equivalent to 4 kilograms, okay? But right now we're just looking at what it has landed on. So it starts at the 0 and then slides around like a clock, and then it has stopped here from 1 kilogram. Okay, so this is like what we've done with scales on a graph, with our number lines for fractions. We want to zoom in and think, what are these jumping by? Okay, so if we look at our lines, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if we scroll down, we find out that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So this right here is equal to 1,000 grams. And remember, grams is just a lowercase g. So these two are equal to each other. So we have to think that all of these lines below 1 kilogram are not up to a kilogram yet. So these are all grams, and we want to think, if there are the 10 lines that bring us to 1,000, what are they increasing by? So I'm going to pause for 10 seconds, and I want you to think about, what is this increasing by? All right, I hope you figured it out. So these are increasing by hundreds. So our first line is equal to 100. Then we have 200, 300, 400. And then this first red line is 500. And then if we keep going, we will get to 1,000 if we did it correctly. So 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, or the same as 1 kilogram. Okay, so again, she's just explaining that each small marking on this scale stands for another 100 grams. To take some time for us to look at another scale here. So if you notice, first of all, that this scale is smaller because it only goes up to a total of 1 kilogram, but if we quickly go back to the previous slide, this one went up to 4 kilograms, okay? So this one measures less of an amount. So now we have some different counting to do in order to figure this all out. So our first time that amount that they're giving us here is 250 grams. That is this line right here. So we want to think, what is it increasing by? We have all of these different sorts of lines. So first of all, pay attention to these, and I'm going to give you some time to think about and see if you can figure this out of what it is increasing by, okay? And once you get to your work, you'll have to let me know if you were able to solve it in this time, okay? So you have 10 seconds to think about it. All right, so if we are looking at these lines, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in order to get to 250. So these are increasing by 50 here. We have 50 at this first line, and this is the line that I'm referring to right here, this one that's a little longer. And then we have 100, we have 150, and then we have 200. Sorry that this is sloppy, my friends. Okay, so that is telling us that each of these larger lines is skip counting by 50 in order to increase. So this next one right here would be 300, 350, 400, 450, 500, and so on. So now what I would like to zoom in on is from 0 to this 50. And I'm going to give you another 10 seconds for you to think about what are these lines counting by now? These tiny, tiny lines, what are they increasing by? Okay, you have 10 seconds. Alrighty, so these are skip counting by 10. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So once we get to these solid lines that are a little larger, we then, if we fall in between that, we want to additionally count by tens here. Okay, and then we always want to be paying attention to what I started with of what is the total, because this total weight cannot be larger than 1 kilogram. So whatever your answer is, if we had our line, say here, we need to be writing our answer with grams, okay? So you want to make sure you're always giving that unit of measure so that way people know what you are referring to. Look at this next scale that is measuring this pencil case. It is trying to figure out the mass here, or the weight of this. And same thing here, I know it's super tiny, but the max of this scale is 1 kilogram. So right now, your answer would be in grams. So if you look closely, this is exactly on the one that is labeled. So the mass is 500 grams for this. So we are going to complete some practice. The carrots have a mass of 600 grams. What is the mass of the pumpkin? Now, it is super tiny, and I know it may be hard for you to see, so I'm going to walk us through it. We look at the carrot scale. We have right here our 500, and when we looked at our last couple slides when we were looking at that scale, these are increasing by 50. So this next jump would be 550, and then we got to our 600 here, which is why the mass of the carrots is 600 grams. Now this one, it is close to being 1 kilogram. So remember that we are going, this is our starting point at the 0, and we are going around this way like a clock to figure out the amount. So we will find the 750 grams, and we need to skip count by 50 since it is lined up on that red line. So we're at 750 grams. This would bring us to 800, and then it would bring us to 850 grams. So the mass of the pumpkin here is 850 grams. Look at a scale for something that is larger than 1 kilogram. Okay, so now it could be a mix of kilograms and grams, or a large amount of grams. So if we take a look, remember this is our starting point, and then we are going around in this direction always with these scales. Okay, so here is our 1 kilogram, which we know is equivalent to, and I wish I had you guys here so we could all say it together, but 1 kilogram is equal to 1,000 grams. And we need to think back to the last one that we did of what this is increasing by in order to get here. So this one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 little lines, which tells us then that this is skip counting by 100. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400. This is 500. Sorry, that's not a great 5. 500 grams, and then we have 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000 grams. So biggest thing that we need to keep in mind is if it is landing somewhere over, we'll say here, we need to be thinking about this total amount. Okay, so again, starting point is here, we are going around. So if it was here, we've already passed 1 kilogram. We keep going, we've passed 2 kilograms now, and we are here. So we know it is definitely 2 kilograms. We now just have to figure out how many grams. So we already figured out when we looked from 0 to 1 what the scale was, what it is skip counting by, and it's skip counting by 100. So here is our starting point in order to figure out to get to here. So we're going to count 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So this is showing 200 kilograms, 600 grams. So here we have a watermelon on the scale, and if we look at this scale right here, we can already tell that the mass of this, or the weight of this watermelon, is greater than 1 kilogram based on the scale that it is using and where it has landed. So this one's pretty exact. It's right on those 2 kilograms. If we take a look here, now the cabbage has a mass of 1 kilogram, 500 grams, and I know you may not be able to see it, but here is the 1, and then here is the 2, and it is halfway in between, which is why we know that it's 500 grams, because 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. And then they want us to know the mass of the apple. So same type of scale, they both are maxed out at 4 kilograms. So it is past the 2, because remember, here's our starting point. It's going around, passes the 1, passes the 2, and if you can see, that lands on 2 kilograms, 300 grams. All right, for number 2, we are measuring the weight or the mass of these apples. So if we look at our scale here, the max is 1 kilogram. So our answer is certainly going to be in grams because it is not greater than a kilogram. And again, we want to think, what is this skip counting by? Okay, so these little lines are counting, if we look over here, by 50. We have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Okay, so what I always like to do is look at that part in the beginning. This first section is super helpful for you to zoom in on and figure out what the count is for the scale, because it can be different each time depending upon the scale max amount. If we look at this one and the max was 1 kilogram, if we look at the next one ahead, that max is 2 kilograms. So it would be a different type of scale. So we know these are counting by 50. So we can go hop over to our 500 and then skip count from there. We are at 500 grams. This would be 550 grams, and this would be 600 grams. If we take a look at number 3, we have some lettuce here, and we are trying to figure out the weight or the mass of these vegetables. So again, I find it really helpful to always look at the max of our scale, which is 2 kilograms here, and then zoom in on this section. So our first labeled part of our scale is right here, 1 kilogram, which we know is equal to 1,000 grams. So that we want to keep in mind is the same there. So in order to get to 1,000 here, we need to think, what is this skip counting by? And it is skip counting by 100. So we have 100, 200, 300, 400. This first section is 500 grams. And then we continue 600, 700, 800. So the mass of the vegetables here is 800 grams. Now, if we look at the next one, the mass of the